you're new to essential oils, the first thing you want to get is a base kit, okay? There's a lot of oils companies out there. My favorite and the one that I trust the most is Young Living. But if you're just getting started and you're thinking, gosh, I don't have hundreds of dollars to pour into essential oils to learn all that I need to know, 2 basic things to get started. Your premium starter kit. I will put the link in the comment section below so that you can access where to order all of this from. But start with the starter kit in my therapy practice because I trust it for myself and my children. That's what I trust for my clients as well. You have to have a product. If you're introducing anything into therapy, you need to understand the background. You need to understand that the product that you're putting in on around your clients is going to be one that's safe, reliable, and consistent in quality. And Young Living has all of those with their Seed to Seal promise. So I got Young Living essential oils for my private practice. The starter kit came with the diffuser that you see in the background, and it came with 11 essential oils for a kind of a something for everything approach. And I can't say that I use every single oil in the starter kit in therapy, but I use a lot of them, okay? Most of the oils, actually every single one of the oils, I use personally and in my home. But in therapy, I'm going to cover just a couple of the ones from the starter kit that I use a lot and have wonderful benefits for clients. Okay, so one of the first ones that everyone knows is just an amazing oil is lavender. Okay, lavender is just very calming. It works well with the nervous system. It reduces feelings of stress or worry. But the other thing about lavender, the other side of lavender, is that it brings up feelings of emotional abandonment. And this is important for you to know. Okay, so as a therapist, you might have clients who react negatively to oils. They just don't like them. I have that experience with basil. I do not like the smell of basil. But basil brings up negative emotions for me. And lavender, I've seen this happen with clients. They will have a history of abandonment, and the lavender will bring out those emotions, and it will bring up fear and worry and stress. So pay attention if you experience a client having a negative response to an emotional oil that you use. It's important to note. It's also important once you note that to help the client draw those connections and begin to process that, okay? And a skilled therapist would do that. A skilled therapist would know the other side of the emotions for each oil. They would notate that, and then when the client was able to, they would begin processing through those negative emotional responses. It's very important. So lavender. Lavender is a great oil to use. Lemon's another fantastic oil, okay? We think of lemon when we think of like, if you're an oily person, you think, oh, well, this will pull up, this will get permanent marker off of things, or this will get gum out of somebody's hair, or this will remove a stain. And yes, lemon does all those things, but lemon also is an amazing oil for releasing feelings of failure. It's just a wonderful emotional detox oil, and it's got a very clean, light, crisp smell. I love to use lemon in therapy. Okay, peppermint. Peppermint's another great oil, and we use our peppermint a lot. Peppermint's a great oil. It activates the frontal cortex, so it allows individuals to really activate their logic side of their brain and to really begin to think. If you're wanting them to process more emotions, peppermint might not be the oil you choose. But if you're wanting them to really work through like a cognitive behavioral step-by-step process, or if you're working with children and you want the children to pay attention and focus on the intervention you've put in front of them, peppermint would be a good one to use. Peppermint. Another really one of my favorite oils, and I use this a lot, not only in my own life when I'm trying to stay calm and focused and remain in gratitude. Frankincense, okay? Use this with clients a lot. Frankincense just has an incredible aroma. It brings people to a place of calm. It's heavy in what they call sesquiterpenes, which are those heavier notes. So it's got kind of a very old earth, woodsy smell to it. It's great at calming the brain, allowing a person to feel more emotionally empowered. It's great for overcoming fears. Frankincense is just a wonderful, empowering oil. Definitely use frankincense. Now, I don't have with me today, because I use it all the time, Stress Away. Stress Away is another super wonderful oil to use. It has just a very light lime and vanilla smell. It's very relaxing and peaceful. It also has some uplifting tones with the lime in it, and that's a great oil to use. Now, I've told you about some specific oils that you can use, and there's more in the starter kit, and you could use all of the oils in the starter kit in therapy. So let's talk about how I use them, okay? Now, there's 3 common uses for essential oils. There's the German method, which is to diffuse it, and you can see my diffusers going. That's the most innocuous way to use essential oils in therapy, setting up a diffuser. It's wonderful. It sets a wonderful aroma and tone. It creates a therapeutic environment just by turning it on. It's great. The second way to use essential oils in therapy is the English method, which means to apply it topically. Now, I don't put the oils on my clients' arms or skin, but I do put it in their hand, and we call this method cupping. And so I'll show you what cupping looks like. When you have a client, and let's say you want to go into a guided meditation, or you know you're about to hear their trauma story, and that might be particularly difficult for them. Or maybe you're at the end of your session and you're going through some intentions, maybe an assignment for them to focus on cognitively throughout the week. This is a very good time to introduce cupping. And what we do with cupping, you take the hand, you take the non-dominant hand. So I'm right-handed, so my non-dominant hand is my left hand. You drop 1 drop into the palm of their hand, okay? Just like that. You can see the oil in the center of my hand. And you ask them to rotate that. And this really spreads it around evenly. It allows some self-soothing. Here we are touching our own body, our energy back into us. And so this is just very healing. And then we're going to cup it over our face and breathe in. And each breath getting deeper, each breath holding longer, each breath expanding greater to just really awaken the brain, awaken the mind. And if you want to insert power poses at this point, there are a lot of really good basic seated yoga poses that you can do, especially when you're dealing with someone who has physical trauma, okay? Using the body. Because of the way trauma works in the brain, it can separate the person's soul and their spirit from their physical body, their mind from their physical body. So any way you can incorporate the body back to the client, this is their body, self-soothing, self-care, self-touch, movement while breathing, feeling the life, awakening the brain, doing all this together. It's just truly a powerful experience. The second amazing, incredible, life-changing tool for therapists in the private practice, and I'm going to show you this book. This book right here, it's roughly $13 on Amazon, Releasing Emotional Patterns with Essential Oils. And I will also put the link to where you can purchase this book in the comment section below. But this is an incredible book. It's got wonderful resources. It's meant to be used as a guide for finding which emotions can be paired with which essential oils and where to release them in the body. In a nutshell, use oils in your therapy practice. I hope you found this video helpful. Remember that YouTube is no substitute for therapy. If you liked this video, please click the thumbs up button and subscribe. Also, follow us on Facebook at mentalhealth.taranichols.